You. This is a discussion, one of several with One Piece that I really need to get into. I mean, I got some good stuff coming up for y'all. Okay, dealing with some of the original 7 Chichibukai, dealing with some of the Yonko, and maybe some from Roger's era. Who knows? We'll see where this goes on. Maybe finally start talking about the Gorosei. If I haven't done that before, I forget if I've done that. But Kong, Commander-in-Chief Kong. Anyway, got it. Yeah, Kong. Yo. So yeah, there's some hype coming. There is definitely some hype coming, and we'll see where things go. Now, this video's been a long time coming. At least a couple years now. I've been, throwing some ideas around, some predictions, some speculation about a certain character. Now, I know y'all see the title, but this dude here, this dude is one of increasingly the most fascinating characters in the series, one of the most intriguing. I can't wait to see. Now, currently, he's not one of my favorite characters, but by the end of the series, he probably will maybe in fact be top 10, if not top 5. The reason we've barely seen him, but you could say, well, other characters, you instantly put up there, is because his character, I really think is very skeletal at this point and definitely needs to be fleshed out. He's one of the most pivotal characters in the series, but we barely know jack about him, and the stuff we do know about him is just like, at this point, I think it's all a facade to his character, and we're starting to get the facade, the Eminence front, if you will. Eminence front is to put on, yes, the who. We're starting to see the Eminence front get torn down post-time skip, and I'm so glad to see that, man. I really am. And also was not the biggest fan originally of his character design, but post-time skip, he looks like truly a savage. The savage that he truly is. And he seems skinnier. Without further ado, it is none other than Fleet Admiral Akainu Sakazuki. This video, man, had to be done. And shout out to Feral Space, man. Shout out, puts in mad work. Respect your theory videos, don't always agree and whatnot, but I respect them. I respect the speculation. You put the time and you put some thought in. You made me think about a few things. And I know Akainu is your dog. I know Sakazuki is your dog, man. And shout out to getting over 5,000 subs. Much respect. That you've been on your grind. I respect it. I don't applaud everybody, but I do pay dues when people deserve to give it there. And I hope you get 10,000. I hope you get 25, 50, 100,000, 250 million. I don't care. 2.5 million. I hope you become maybe the best, the biggest amongst the theorists and One Piece theorists and whatnot. Sean, get on your grind, bro. Make a channel finally. Come on now. Speak. Where them videos at, bro? Northside, we need you back. And shout out to Recon. Theory, Kiro, where you at, dog? Where that crazy content is. Wow, I know Greed be throwing in the work. I talked to some of the best theorists ever to do it. Dre, where you been at, bro? Where you been at? Yeah, anyways, shout out to all the dudes. And yes, of course, I myself. Shout out to, Buggy. I know Roger Bait and a lot of these dudes. And not knocking, this is a, saying a side note, but we're talking theories and whatnot. Some of the biggest names in it, the Alpha Too Late, I've been told y'all, some of the big ones out there aren't actually the best. Just keeping it real for the people. Just 'cause they have opinions, they do it to where people get views. And you can say, well, what does this have to do with Akainu? It's Sakazuki. Let's keep it real for the people. The savage himself, the most savage dude in the series. Just think about that. He isn't who he is by just being popular, by just being, throwing, and being likable. He is who he is because of what he does and what he stands for. I'm just saying. Now, we gotta think about several things. There's 5 to 6 breakdowns that we must do with Akainu's character. Okay. Number 1, his introduction. Okay. Akainu is the last of the, this era pre-time skip, the modern era, well, the previous era, Whitebeard slash, the Great Pirate era slash Whitebeard's era. Okay, he's the last admiral to be introduced, and seemingly strongest. Not because he was the last, but because there were a few things indicated. His physical strength, his durability seemed ridiculous. Hockey legs, but they didn't seem to be phasing this dude. When you look at his magma, I mean, it's just devastating. Now, it is said, post-time skip, by Jinbei, confirmed in the manga, that, Aokiji's ice canceled it out. But his magma was easily able to overpower Ace's Marimari no Mi. So, just take that for what it's worth. We see him, with Admiral Kizaru Borsalino as well as Admiral Aokiji Kuzan. They all have an interesting relationship, interesting dynamic. We see him very sly, even though he's very powerful. We see him very sly, ready to use any tactics necessary, including with the Dark One, with Squardo, and use it to sabotage Whitebeard Edward, Yongo Whitebeard Edward Newgate, quote unquote the strongest man alive. Okay, we also see that this dude is ready to square up with anybody, but he's not stupid. I remember the whole situation with Sir Crocodile. He paused. The same thing with Yongo Red Hair Shanks. He paused. So he doesn't get into, as aggressive as he is like his name indicates, Red Dog. He doesn't get into unnecessary conflict, which would indicate him to be a beautiful candidate for the Fleet Admiral position. And no question of why the world government chose him rather than Aokiji Kuzan, who was lazy justice, who, he was in the moral. Now, Akainu was constantly about absolute justice, to the fact that he didn't care, indiscriminately take out Marine, pirate, whoever, that did not apply to what his ideals and ideology were. Now, I'll get into that a bit more later in the severing of ties with the world government and the girls say specifically. I'll get into that in a bit later, as I said. Now, we also deal with the fact of, we see him, going after in this whole seeming relationship with the revolutionary Monkey D. Dragon. Okay. That's very interesting. Dragon's son. He turned from the Pirate King's son to Dragon's son. So there's something going on with Akainu far more than this whole pirate. Like, he said he hates pirate, but the fact he doesn't deal with a pirate. He indiscriminately goes against both pirates and Marines when they don't apply, and he's more focused on Dragon than he is on the Pirate King's son. So think about that for a second, okay? Think about what we were led to believe and what we were actually given. See, Oda loves his details. Now, let's look at, part 2, okay? When he comes back post-time skip. Wait, what do we find out post-time skip? He battles Aokiji, and I think they were friends. I don't think they went on. They fought 10 days. It makes no damn sense. As well as the fact of, didn't destroy Punk Hazard. The fact of he spared in a death, what should have been a death match, if you will. He spared Kuzan. You can say, why would it have been a death match? Come on. 2 Admiral levels, fighters, two mid-top tiers. Come on now. I think both have gotten stronger post-time skip, but still. With their abilities, with how powerful they are, how potent, they wouldn't have killed each other. Or wouldn't have killed, one wouldn't have died. They only lost, like, maybe a limb. Come on now. That makes no damn sense. So, we take that consideration, okay? He has compassion. There's a lot more to him than being a brute. Now, I say that because Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, this dude was pretty brutish, but Akainu doesn't necessarily fight like that. He will fight with long-range tactics. He will fight, he will fight very strategically. So he doesn't just, just go out. He's not just simply a brawler. There's a lot more to him. We also know he's a swordsman. He does rock a blade. We see, and a little bit of his backstory. The kid had a knife. He's a swordsman. We have yet to see this dude's a swordsman. We have yet to see that. Okay, we see him post time skip, and we know Luffy can't stand him. Now, he had no qualms with, killing Ace. He had no qualms. He has no qualms with killing. We see post-time skip, he and Gorosei do not see eye to eye at all. And that's very interesting. It shows he's not a lap. I always knew he wasn't a lapdog, but some need to convince him he's not a lapdog. He's not this loyal whatever that a lot of people think him for. He's not that kind of dog. He's a red dog. And red indicates aggression, indicates, maybe vehemence, activity, maybe violent. Akainu is nothing to play with. Akainu, even when you see the whole 3D2Y special with Brundyworld, he himself went as Fleet Admiral to go take out Brundyworld. Okay? Think about that. He himself went. He himself moves Marine, Navy HQ / Marine HQ to the middle of the New World to be where the action part, not the end of the middle. Okay? Think about that. He himself goes to the grocery. He doesn't know about the information, and he puts the Marines even more imperative to the grocery. So he's not a lapdog to the world government. So pretty much, he views the Marines. So whatever his view, absolute justice, he's even different from the Gorosei. He has his own ideology, different from everybody else, seemingly at this point. Whatever absolute justice is, isn't seemingly absolute justice. Not with the Gorosei. Gorosei are high joke. Akainu's on some different stuff completely. So that in itself makes his character very interesting. His ideology is individualistic to him. Not that it's individualistic, but it's individual to him. At least his interpretation of absolute justice. Keep that in mind. Now, well, what do the elements we get to? Number 3, his backstory. I have said this time and time again in comments and in probably some live streams and in hangouts. I think that Sakazuki's backstory will be the most tragic in the series by far. By far. You see a picture of this kid, dirty, seeming like he's from the slums, seeming like, we see him in the back in Rogers there about like 20 years ago, right? This dude, the Vice Admiral. We barely see him hood over him and everything. Almost didn't even look the same. So what happened in his backstory? What caused him to join the Marines? What caused him to have this absolute justice? This dude is a gangster, but at the same time like Capone and them. This dude is a gangster, this dude is straight up savage. What happened to make this man the way that he is? To make him so ruthless, so conniving, but at the same time, not evil? What's going on? We need to have his backstory. And what tragedy, we saw Law's backstory. But Akainu, something else is going on completely. And you can say, well, he had Corazon Rosinante. No. Something else happened. It's not anything like great. What did he see? What did he grow up in war itself? Is that why he views the Marines as the saving grace? But again, he's not actively going against the Yonko, against, his views on the Shichibukai are very interesting. So, it's complex with him. What the hell happened? And when we get that backstory, I think we're going to get a completely different light on Sakazuki. And the final battle with him and Luffy will be a battle so ideologically complex that I don't know, because I do think Luffy, I'll get to what I think the future is. But when those two face off and they have a conversation, I cannot wait to hear what Sakazuki says. I can't wait to hear what Luffy's response is, because their battle's not simply going to be just a death match, because it's going to be a death match, but it's not going to be simply a death match. It's going to be a battle of ideologies and an exchange of information. Now, Oda may go out and not kill Sakazuki, depending on what he reveals about Sakazuki. Okay? It just depends, but I think he will kill him because Luffy has to kill him. Anyways, I think there's a few characters Luffy has to kill. There's potential with Joker, Heavenly Demon Don Quixote Doku Flamingo aka Joker, and 100 Beast Yonko, 100 Beast Kaido. But I think he definitely has to kill Blackbeard. Yonko, Blackbeard, Marshall D. Cheech, and of course Sakazuki. I think Luffy has to. And Akainu, you know, his death is going to trigger, and I think it's going to be during the final war, but his death will trigger a change in so many things that maybe we don't even know about. It's not that, you know, it's not even that he's going to be one of the most valuable pieces in the war, which he is, but he's not the most. But think, you know, Luffy, I don't think Luffy's going to, you know, get any joy out of killing him. By the time we find out the truth about Sakazuki, I think Luffy's going, that may be one of the most mournful things Luffy has to do, to be honest with you. I'm banking that much in Sakazuki's character and the way that Oda's setting him up. Now, point number 4, okay? Predictions of the savagery that Akainu is about to do. Akainu is setting up to take the Marines away from the world government. Oh yeah, they have a conflict. The conflict is almost tangible. It's almost not tactile. Well, yeah, tactile, but palpable. Okay, you can just feel it. You can taste that jump right there. You can see it. I mean, he was about to go. The Goroshi was about to throw blows with him. Where's Kong at when you need him? Okay, that's ridiculous. So the Marines go away from it. Now it doesn't mean, you know, there's going to be a war, but there's going to be 2 fronts. But the Marines splitting from the world government, at least Marine HQ, you know the kind of effect that's going to have. And you can say, well, there's so many allies Luffy's going to have. It doesn't matter. We look at the size of the world government, and we don't know how many killers they got up in that piece. Okay. Even all the 4 Yonko combined may not be able to take down the world government. Just think about that, okay? We have Saifuku, Age Zero, and who knows how many top tiers amongst the Tenryubito, the Celestial Dragons there are. That's a point. We also have the fact that I do have, and I've been calling this ever since Admiral Fujitoro Isho said that he wants to get rid of the Shichibukai system. Akainu, and then we had that in the infamous, was it chapter 793? Yes, chapter 793, or is it 794? I remember it was the red dog and the purple tiger, them going at it. And dog on that, the conversation, I think it was 793. But anyway, their conversation and him not returning back to HQ, those two will fight. I've been called that. Oh, they're setting that up. And Sakazuki will kill Isha. Sakazuki will kill Fujitoro. That blow, oh my goodness, the effect that will even have. An Admiral, or Fleet Admiral killing Admiral. Now, would it be, you know, they'll brush it off, but if we talk about a severing, oh, I know the Goroshi ain't gonna play with that. The world government is not gonna tab for the Fleet Admiral just to kill off of people. Remember when Son Goku, the Buddha, I affectionately called the Golden Buddha, said to God, he said, bro, you just cannot be doing that. Now, you can say it's subordination, you know, Vice Admiral going after an Admiral, but still, you just can't be having Admirals off an Admiral. Your Fleet Admiral just offing an Admiral? Come on now. Now, it's different if the world government sets up 2 Admirals going at each other. It's different if 2, you know, Fleet Admirals just going at an Admiral on their own, voluntarily. Oh, you can't be having that. So, take that for what it's worth. And the final point of this plot point is, I have Sabo getting killed by Sakazuki. And a lot of people, now Sabo may survive to him, there's always that possibility, but the way that he set it up in Dressrosa, Oda did, Sabo said, I will protect Luffy at all costs. Now, the will of Ace, what is Ace's will? To protect Luffy. And we saw what Ace gave up, everything, his life, Sabo is primed to do the same thing. Sabo's not strong enough to fight an Admiral at this point, at least fight and win. So, middle of the new world, whether Luffy needs help or not, Sabo's gonna go. Sakazuki's gonna come after Luffy. Maybe it's after Luffy's his first or second clash with Blackbeard, because I do think he's gonna clash with Blackbeard 3 times. Clash or fight. We'll see how Oda plays it out. Or maybe after the Kaido situation, I don't know. But Sakazuki's gonna find that Straw Hat's Mugi Waters in the area. He's gonna go after him. Sabo's gonna show up. They're gonna have an epic battle. Epic. Don't know how epic it's gonna be. It depends on how much that Sabo develops. Sabo will not have time to develop that devil fruit. Regardless of whatever you want to see, the blue dude, the white flame, he ain't gonna surpass Ace. I don't think his hockey game's on the level to defeat a guy who's probably gone back and honed himself over the time skip, and Sakazuki. And the very fact is, I have Sakazuki kill him. And what that will do to Luffy, his characterization and character development, he's already primed to get darker and more serious, more mature. Oh, Luffy's gonna flip, he's gonna lose, and he's gonna go into the warpath. He's going to go into the direct warpath. He loses both his brothers, especially the same man. Oh, him and Saka. Yo, can you imagine that fight? And I guess let me wrap this up with Sakazuki. Sakazuki, you know, he's one of really probably, let's see, I would say 8 pieces. You know, right now you got Dragon, you have Shanks, really Rayleigh too, Mihawk, Luffy, some may throw in Black Beard, and you have Kong, what is it, 6 or 7. There's a couple others we can mention, but are really pieces to shake up the entirety of the world. Okay, Akainu is one of those pieces. And how Akainu moves, he will be one of the, oh, and of course Joker. How can you forget Joker? How Akainu moves and operates. His downfall, his, you know, what his decision will be, especially now that he is a Fleet Admiral, every move that he will make will inherently affect the series, affect the entire world of One Piece. It may change the entire game from what we know now. So watch out for that. Watch out for him. He is one of, if in the Game of Thrones sequence, he's one for the Iron Throne. It's not just about Pirate King. It's about what's going to happen after the final war, or during the final war. You know, you got to look in game. You got to look beyond. And is there really one above all? And I'll do a video on that one. Unexpected one. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts on Akainu. Give me your thoughts on Sakazuki. What do you think's going on with his character? What do you think Oda's going to do with his character? Do you think I'm right in some of my predictions about him killing different characters? Do you think I'm completely off the wall? And if so, please give me your reasons as to why. Don't show me any fanboyism, you Sabo fanboyism, speaking to you mainly. But yeah, let's keep it real here. And please, Akainu fanboys, please don't start with y'all foolishness, okay? But I do think he would have killed Garp at Marineford. Just keeping it real. What's Garp's durability? I'm just saying. Watch out for Akainu as the series progresses. Alright, y'all. We out of here. Peace.